from beneath the sky I couldn't name. Cradled by hands that held no blame. The wind spoke stories I couldn't trace, but love still wrapped me in its grace. They called me child, but not their own. Roots too shallow, seeds wind blown. The colors clash, the tongues will change, but something sacred still remains. I was made on foreign soil, woven from both dust and toil, carried through a stranger's dream, torn between the in-betweens. They built their maps, but not for me. Still I grew like a stubborn tree, no home to claim, but still I stood. A question carved in flesh and blood. Eyes too wide to understand why hearts could hurt in loving hands. Laughter echoed but didn't stay. I held the joy, then watched it fade. They spoke of pride, a flag, a name, but none of it could stake their claim to who I was or who I'd be. A soul adrift, too wild, too free. I was made on foreign soil, woven from both dust and toil, carried through a stranger's dream, torn between the in-betweens. They built their maps, but not for me. Still I grew like a stubborn tree, no home to claim, but still I stood. A question carved in flesh and blood. A place to start but not belong. A softer world that still felt wrong, but in that soil love did bloom. A fragile rose, a borrowed room. And though the road would twist and tear, I was born with wonder in the air. Not quite theirs, not fully mine, but made with something by design. Soft morning light spilled through the door, tiny feet on a wooden floor. Laughter lived in every wall before I learned that love could fall. Held by voices smooth as rain, they spoke my name, erased the pain. In their arms the world was kind, and every shadow stayed behind. I didn't know that time could steal the way a perfect moment feels. But for a while I touched the sun and didn't fear what I'd become. I was held in the arms of light, tucked away from storms at night. Every heartbeat sang me home, where I never felt alone. Before the break, before the fight, I was holding purest light. And though I lost that peaceful sound, it's where my soul was first unbound. Blanket forts and whispered dreams, paper wings and stitched up seams. They told me I could one day fly, and I believed them every time. No one warned me of the fall, that even angels sometimes crawl. But back then faith was just a game. carry no past to run, just echoes of a rising sun. And though it faded with the years, I still remember joy was near. I was held in the arms of light, tucked away from storms at night. Every heartbeat sang me home, where I never felt alone. Before the break, before the fight, I was whole and pure as light. And though that place is far behind, it shaped the core I long to find. I trace it now through broken glass, a memory too soft to last. But in the dark, when silence grows, the light still flickers down below. I was held in the arms of light, before the world could dim my sight. I lost the path, I lost the flame, but part of me still knows that name. Though years may hide it out of view, that child remains, that light was true. They said I had a fire inside, a golden thread, a chosen light. But somewhere in the push to shine, I learned to fake what wasn't mine. Every mirror showed a face that didn't fit in any place. I smiled to make the silence fade, but no one saw the price I paid. I colored in the parts they missed, with lies and praise I didn't wish. They wanted more, I gave too much, till I forgot my truest touch. Cracks in the frame, they spread so slow, you don't see it till you let it go. Held too tight, I came undone, trying to be what pleased someone. A picture perfect, masked and strained, but underneath I stayed in pain. What they called strong was just pretend, and I was breaking into it. A silent war behind my eyes, 1,000 dreams, 1,000 tries, but failure followed like a ghost, haunting every hope I chose. I watched the lines begin to bend, where childhood's colors used to blend. Now every edge felt sharp and wide, and joy grew harder still to find. I whispered truths I couldn't speak, behind a face that looked so meek. And every time I fell apart, they called it growing, not a scar. Cracks in the frame, they spread so slow, you don't see it till you let it go. Held too tight, I came undone, trying to be what pleased someone. A picture perfect, masked and strained, but underneath I stayed in pain. What they called strong was just pretend, and I was breaking into it. I thought if I could just succeed, the wounds would heal, the ache would leave. But chasing words left nothing whole, just empty corners in my soul. Cracks in the frame, I see them clear. The faults I had now reappear. I'm not the lie they tried to mold, I'm still the child who wasn't told that breaking down I learned to wear the perfect face, smiles drawn in measured grace, eyes that knew just how to lie and play the part without a cry. They praised the mask, they loved the show, but no one asked what lay below. Each compliment a cage I built to hide the cracks beneath the guilt. I bent the truth to meet their gaze, twisting light in subtle ways, and every win felt like a theft of who I was, of what was left. Masked in mirror, smoking shame, I played their game, but lost my name. Built my world on fragile glass, afraid they'd see behind the mask. I lied to live, I faked to cope, and every act rewrote my hope. But in the stillness I confess, I don't remember what's real anymore, just the mess. I cheated time, I blurred the lines, made sure the surface looked just fine. I fed them versions they could love, and buried who I once was proud of. Every shortcut took its toll, each half-truth stole a piece of soul. I wore ambition like a shield while digging graves I never healed. They saw success, I saw a ghost, a haunted smile that needed most to just be seen without the show. But fear won out, I let it grow. Masked in mirrors, smoking shame, I played that game, but lost my name. Built my world on fragile glass, afraid they'd see behind the mask. I lied to live, I faked to cope, and every act rewrote my hope. But in the stillness I confess, I don't remember what's real anymore, just the mess. I don't know who I'm hiding from, the world, myself, maybe everyone. But truth's the weight I wanna face. If only I could find the place where silence doesn't feel like guilt, and I can stand with what I've built. Not made of lies, but flesh and bone, a voice that dares to speak alone. Masks and mirrors breaking slow, a shattered truth begins to show. No more shadows, no more frames, just scattered pieces, honest names. And maybe now, beneath the dust, I'll find a self that I can trust. Art is made. There was a time this house had light, laughter lingered into night, footsteps echoing in tune. Now silence hums an empty room. The table set but no one stays. Love packed up and walked away. What once was fine, now just a spark, a vacant soul in fading dark. I reached for hands that pulled away. I built a home but none would stay, and every wall began to part until I lived inside my heart. walked into a hollow hall, no stained glass, no voice to call, just aching wood beneath my feet, and echoes I could never meet. The altar stood but faith was thin, a hollow box I held within. I knelt and prayed to something still, but felt no fire, no holy well. I sang the hymns, I played the part, but grace felt distant from my heart. I begged for light to find my way, but silence rose where I would pray. This is the church of the lost and unseen, where hope flickers out in between. No answers fall from sacred skies, just shadows dressed in holy lies. I reached for heaven through stained air, but God felt gone or never there. And all that's left at any cost is faithless breath in the church of the lost. I searched for signs in broken stone, asked if belief could stand alone, but every sermon came up dry, and every tear just passed me by. They said that doubt would fade in time, but mine became a warning sign. I saw the truth beneath the cross, that not all seekers make it across. I gave my soul, I gave my need, but still I felt no heaven bleed. And all the words I tried to trust just turned to ashes in the dust. This is the church of the lost and unseen, where prayers go quiet and hearts unclean, where even angels lose their song, and right feels wrong for far too long. I searched for peace behind the veil, but every step was doomed to fail, and all I found beneath the gloss was silence deep in the church of the lost. If mercy's real, it hides too well. If love is close, I couldn't tell. I walked through fire to feel divine, but only smoke returned each time. This is the church where wanderers weep, where questions grow and answers sleep, where broken hearts are laid to rest, and faith is just an empty guest. Still I return, though I feel cursed, to find a drink that quenches thirst. But maybe all the lines we crossed still count for something in the church of the lost. I ran out of prayers to fake, no more words for heaven's sake. My knees are bruised, my voice is thin, I'm worn from begging grace to win. I gave the silence all my tears, lit every candle through the years, but nothing stirred, no light broken, just hollow echoes deep within. They told me faith could move the stone, but all I moved was pain alone. The altar cracked, the cross fell cold, and hope grew heavy to uphold. There's no amen left in me, no final bow, no bended knee. I prayed through sermons felt like ghostly air, preaching hope that wasn't there. And every verse I tried to trust just left me deeper in the dust. There's no amen left in me, no whispered faith, no quiet plea. I've fasted, wept, I've knelt and cried, but still felt nothing from the sky. The candles flicker, then they die, and I'm too tired to ask why. If God is love, then love has left, and I've got no amen left. I'm not a heathen, not a flame, just a soul too tired to play the game. I wanted more than sacred songs, I needed love, it's been too long. There's no amen left in me, no prayer to hold, no mystery. I walked the line, I crossed the sea, but still no grace came back to me. The silence taught me how to fall, no voice to catch, no hand at all. If God is near, then God has wept, and I'm the one no amen There's a silence now, I understand. Not absence, just a softer hand. The smoke has cleared, the fire's gone, but something sacred lingers on. I see my face in shattered glass, each piece a moment I let pass. The lies, the love, the vows I broke, still whisper truths I never spoke. I used to fear the aftermath, but maybe ashes trace a path, and echoes, though they fade away, still mean I had something to through the dark. Now I just whisper from the mark. I don't have answers, don't need signs, just piecing up between the lines. I'm made of ashes and echoes of light. Not wrong, not right, just still inside. And though the fire burned me through, it left the parts I needed to. I won't rebuild the life I planned, but I'll grow roots in softer sand. And maybe now with less to prove, I'll learn what love is meant to move. I used to think that grace would roar with thunder rolling through the door. A blinding light, a sky torn wide, a voice that burns, a world revived. But maybe grace is softer still, the space between regret and will. The breath I take when I let go of who I was, of what I know. I'm not who I was meant to be, but maybe that's enough for me. If love can live in broken frames, then maybe it still knows my name. Maybe that's grace, not clean, not loud, not in the fire or the crowd, but in the moments I still stay. When fear says run the other way, it's not a cure, it's not a prize, it's just the truth behind the lies. A quiet hand, a warm embrace. Maybe, just maybe, that's grace. I walked through hell to chase a dream, only to lose what made me me. But in the ashes, in the ache, something inside began to wake. Not perfect faith, not holy fire, but one more step beyond the mire. No shining crown, no robe of white, just peace enough to sleep at night. I thought redemption came in gold, but maybe it's just being told that even now with all I lack, there's no mistake that can't come back. Maybe that's grace, not earned, not owed, didn't think I'd make it here, not after all the faded years. But somehow through the darkest night, a softer hand still held me tight. Not the blaze I used to chase, but something real, a quiet place where words don't need to prove me right. And I'm allowed to just be like, you didn't come to fix my soul, you found me wrecked and loved me whole. And now I know what healing means. It's found in ordinary things. I'm here after all the pain, after the storms, after the strain. I found a heart that saw through mine, a place where truth and love align. No grand applause, no saving call, just standing up when I would fall. It took a while, but here I stand, held in your eyes and in your hands. You didn't ask me to pretend, you walked beside me as a friend. And slowly I began to see the world could bloom again in me. I found a life that fits my frame, not bound by guilt, not ruled by shame. And love once lost returned in time, and laughter soft and eyes that shine. I used to beg for something big, but now I thank the smallest things. The quiet talks, the morning tea, the way you simply look at me. I'm here after all the tears, after the doubts, the broken years. I found a home inside your soul, a story scarred but finally whole. No fairy tale, no promised land, just something true I understand. I lost so much, but what I gained is worth the roads I walked in pain.